Thank you very much, Mr. Chaplain. Appointed by President Obama to serve as the 12th Director of the Selective Service System on December the 4th, 2009, our next guest was previously the Soldier and Family Assistance Program Manager with the United States Army's 5th Recruiting Brigade. He is a retired U.S. Air Force Reserve Lieutenant Colonel and a former chairman of Barracks County, Texas Veterans Committee. He is also a Legionnaire from Post 2 in San Antonio. Ladies and gentlemen, the Director of U.S. Selective Service System, Mr. Lawrence G. Romo.
Thank you, Commander Kotz and the American Legion, for inviting me to speak today. I am one of you. I'm a very proud member of Alamo Post 2 from San Antonio, Texas, as is my 84-year-old dad. I've always been impressed with the stellar dedication our Legion members who are serious about serving our military, veterans, and their families. I salute you wholeheartedly, your service to our great country, and your continued service to members of the Legion. Never to be overlooked or underestimated are our loved ones, our spouses and family members, as they also serve us, providing encouragement and cheerful support as we work on Legion efforts. As the largest veteran service organization, it is fitting that we lead in extensive, meaningful, and necessary support to the active, the reserve, components, and the defense civilian workforce contributing today, veterans and family members. The voice of the American Legion is the major force to get this done. I have seen the Legion's Washington, D.C. office in action and have observed its staff ensuring each and every day to obtain the robust military and veteran benefits and keep them protected. To ensure this is accomplished at the local level, local posts must have a strong veteran service officer to help guide veterans to the benefits they have earned and deserved. I have been involved in the American Legion for 15 years, having once served as the post's second vice commander. I enjoyed my involvement with the Americanism program, the oratorical competition, and the Junior ROTC Awards program, and the Boy State nominations. I've enjoyed working with the auxiliary, a critical part and real backbone of any post. The auxiliary will tell you that too. Communication and teamwork do ensure success. While I was an office holder, this is why we did so well. I just went to San Antonio on a break in April and was very proud to participate at Post 2 with the Alamo Honor Flight send-off of 83 World War II veterans from the greater San Antonio area to Washington, D.C. to visit the World War II Memorial. It was a great send-off. Thank you, American Legion, for who you are and what you do for America. In 2009, President Obama selected and the Senate confirmed me as the 12th Director of the Selective Service System. I'm truly honored to serve as a sub-cabinet member in the administration and have made my federal agency a model civilian organization exhibiting strong ethics and moral behavior. This is the key reason why we received the 2011 Most Improved Small Federal Agency Award from the Partnership for Public Service based on the National Annual Federal Employee Survey results. I expect us to do well again this year on the survey. As long as I am assigned, I will ensure that the federal government works at our agency. We must make the federal government work. That's why we're up there. Selective service is still a very inexpensive insurance policy for deterrence, and our budget is the same budget as we had in the early 1980s. Our friend and honored patriot, Tom Bach, Tom's out there with Colorado, former national commander, best stated why we need selective service. I will paraphrase from his article that he wrote a couple years ago. We hear all the time that only 1% of our population actually serves the United States Armed Forces. When you think about it, that's pretty sad. After all, we all enjoy the freedoms that the United States citizenship guarantees. Yet, We rely upon that 1% as a volunteer force to protect us. We have a standing national resolution here in the American Legion titled Retention of the Selective Service System. This resolution addresses Selective Service System as an inexpensive insurance policy in a still dangerous and uncertain world. I mean, look what's happened in Syria now. Against underestimating number of military needed to fight and win a future crisis. All of this is still valid. With the close of the war in Iraq, and Afghanistan for that matter, and the planned drawdown of our standing military, the need to preserve this historic link between the all-volunteer military and the society at large becomes more important. On a daily basis, Selective Service directly supports the all-volunteer military recruiting effort as a part of its draft registration program by informing our young men they can serve today in the United States Armed Forces. Additionally, the budget for Selective Service is a minuscule $22 million annually. Actually, Selective Service is one of the nation's best national security bargains. It is the only time-proven means of mobilizing America's manpower for a significant crisis in a timely, orderly manner. Selective Service and its program of draft registration for our America's 18-year-old men ensured that any future draft, if needed, would be fair and equitable. Since 1980, our nation's young men have overwhelmingly complied with the requirement to register. At least 90% of our men, 18 to 25, are registering. With the help of California, we're going to get 100%. In testimony before Congress on Selective Service, Defense Secretary Leon Panetta said, "You know my view. It is that we ought to maintain the registration aspect because, particularly as we go through these budget cuts, particularly as we go into the future, if we face, one of those surprises, if we face one of those crises that suddenly occurs, we've got to have some mechanisms in place in order to be able to respond. But I think we always have to be ready for that possible contingency in the future if we suddenly had to face an unexpected event. It is extremely important that we as an organization, and especially all of us as veterans who have served our country in the military, remind Congress to continue Selective Service and its registration program at its current level. Thanks again for inviting me. God bless the American Legion. God bless our military, veterans and their families, and God bless the United States of America. Now, one last important item of business for me. I'd like to present now the Selective Service Honored Patriot Award to Commander James Couts. Commander Couts, please join me. I'm going to read this here. This is our Honored Patriot Selective Service Award, presented to James E. Jim Couts, National Commander, in grateful appreciation for the proactive service of the American Legion to all military, veterans, the United States Armed Forces, and our communities. Your longtime support of the Selective Service System and its national programs witness publicly not only to your patriotic values, but also to the sacrifices of veterans and their loved ones have made on behalf of our great nation. Signed by me. Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.